Welcome to Shabbat with the Schmear. I'm Meredith Berkman, aka Shabbat Mom, and I am here at Barney Greengrass on the Upper West Side with the brilliant Torah scholar and friend, Rabbi Adam Mintz. Hello, Rabbi.
Hi, Meredith. This week is the portion of Tetzaveh. We have an entire portion that describes the clothing of the priests. It's fascinating because when we think of special clothing for priests, we usually don't think about rabbis. Except for more liberal communities where the rabbi wears a gown, the rabbi wears a suit like all the other men in the congregation. We usually think of Catholic priests or the Pope who wear special clothing. Why was it important for the Kohanes, for the priests in the temple, to wear special clothing?
Well, first of all, as the mother and wife of a Kohen, which my husband is rubbing in my face for all throughout our marriage after he took a swab test because I didn't believe him. I guess the idea was to differentiate this class of people from the others. So while the modern perspective might be, so there was so much attention to the colors that they wore, you know, the gold, the blue, the purple, the crimson yarns, and the fine linen, and there's so much detail, and that seems a little uncomfortable. You know, why were they supposed to, are they better than everyone else? Are they fancier than everyone else? But sometimes you want to separate, right? We want to sanctify the Sabbath and sanctify time. So I buy flowers to put on my Shabbat table because I want to separate. I want to give beauty in a certain way that I don't do on a normal basis. So in the same way that we sanctify time, right, with the beginning of Shabbat, the ending of Shabbat, then maybe the idea is to clearly differentiate. This is a class of people who are doing the sacred work of serving God in the temple. So I hope that the commentators do not say that there's something inherently holier than thou is the expression, and maybe there is, I don't know, but I'd like to think that it serves everybody to have those who are elevated, differentiated. They're serving a specific purpose. I don't want to denigrate, especially because I'm married to a Kohen, but when you think about the guards outside of Buckingham Palace in their elaborate finery, right, very specific, perhaps it comes from here.
And the idea of being distinguished in our clothing is something we're very, very familiar with. I just officiated at a wedding in Israel. It was a black tie wedding. How many black tie weddings do you have in Israel?
I was about to say, this was obviously not an Israeli wedding.
No, it wasn't, but everybody said, wow, everyone will remember it as the black tie wedding in Israel.
I never heard of such a thing. And by the way, on that point, I just keep thinking in the modern context, if the Kohanim were they're among us, but if they were serving that same function today, at which point in the modern context for liberal communities they wouldn't call them bat Kohanim, they would be Kohanim. If you were a female Kohen living today, would you be shopping for your finery, your ephod on like something like Net-a-Porter? On that note.
We have to start a new fashion line.
Exactly. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.